iyileşti. Hadi.
Dear Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, dear Head of the EU Office in Kosovo, EU Special Representative, dear Senior National Representative of Ukrainian Contingent within KFOR, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EULEX's headquarters. I would like to kindly ask you to stand up as we will now play the EU and the Ukrainian anthems. Thank you very much. You may now sit down. In a few minutes, the EULEX Convoy for Ukraine, which consists of 10 vehicles filled with food and non-food items, will depart. Before I give the floor to the head of the European Union Rule of Law Mission in Kosovo, please be informed that translations are available. Channel 1 is Albanian, Channel 2 is English, and Channel 3 is Serbian. In a while, we will also welcome 4 of the 6 Ukrainian journalists who reside in Kosovo I was told that there was an accident in the city center. They should be with us within the next 10 minutes. The head of the European Union Rule of Law Mission in Kosovo will now take the floor.
Good morning. I would like to welcome you all here today, in particular Kosovo's Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, Donika Gervala-Schwarz, my colleague and friend, the head of the EU office in Kosovo and EU Special Representative, Thomas Sinug, the senior national representative of the Ukrainian contingent within KFOR, Ivan Nastenko, Anatoly Starostenko, representative of the Ukrainian embassy in North Macedonia. And then, of course, as was just mentioned, 4 of the Ukrainian journalists, all ladies, who were waiting for Lyudmila, Daria, Victoria, and Marina. And finally, let me also welcome our own EULEX staff, both from Kosovo and our EU member states. Your presence here today is proof of how the heroic defense by the Ukrainian people is inspiring all of us to support Ukraine. We're gathering this morning to send off 10 EULEX Kosovo vehicles to Ukraine, plus 2 additional vehicles, 2 prisoners' vans that you see on each side. These 12 vehicles will be donated to the Ukrainian State Border Police. The donation will be facilitated by our colleagues at the EU Advisory Mission to Ukraine, EUAM, which is a civilian CSDP mission similar to EULEX Kosovo. Each of these vehicles is loaded with humanitarian supplies for Ukraine, collected and paid for by the international and local staff working at EULEX Kosovo. The initiative to use this donation to also send humanitarian supplies to Ukraine, such as food and non-food items, including clothes, sleeping bags, personal hygiene items, and medical supplies, came directly from the mission's own staff, who have gathered and bought all the supplies on their own. Our staff also collected cash and are supporting 23 internally displaced families. I'm proud of the mission staff for their initiative. They show in practice what solidarity with Ukraine and its people means. This donation is but one part of EULEX Kosovo's support for our brothers and sisters in Ukraine. Almost 3 months ago, EULEX donated a number of bulletproof vests and helmets to our colleagues at the mission in Ukraine, since they had given their own equipment to fellow Ukrainians as they were evacuated end of February. EULEX is also sharing its extensive experience in war crimes investigations with colleagues in the EU Advisory Mission to Ukraine, who support Ukrainian authorities in investigating and prosecuting war crimes committed during Russia's aggression against Ukraine. And as we speak, we're exploring opportunities on how we could support the EU Advisory Mission in the implementation of its new mandate, which has changed in response to the aggression from Russia, including through the delivery of forensic training. We hope that this support, coupled with the support, of course, of the whole European Union, will help the people of Ukraine, many who have been forced to flee their own country. Of course, many Kosovo citizens know well through first-hand experience what it means to become a refugee and be exposed to aggression. Kosovo's solidarity towards Ukraine is apparent in many ways, including the Journalists in Residence program. Kosovo has also aligned itself, and I'd like to thank the Foreign Minister, with nearly all EU common foreign and security positions of the European Union. And I look forward to the day, in a not too distant future, when Kosovo will participate in common security and defense missions such as this one. Through its actions, Kosovo is showing where it belongs. Thank you for your attention.
And now I would like to invite the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora.
Dear all, dear ambassadors, dear representative of the KFOR contingent in Ukrainian in Kosovo, I just wanted to thank EULEX in the name of the Republic of Kosovo for this really very creative and very helpful initiative. The Republic of Kosovo has shown from the first day of the unprecedented and unjustified war of Russia against Ukraine where Kosovo stands, and we really stand strong on the side of Ukraine. Not only the resolution of the Kosovar parliament from the first days, but all the other measures, inclusive the journalists in residence in Kosovo, the humanitarian aid, the sanctions against Russia, Belarus and others, and all the political and social measures we have taken have one simple reason. We want everybody in Ukraine to know that we in Kosovo, the people in Kosovo, understand very well what you are going through, because the war in Kosovo is not that long that the population here cannot remember. So please see our solidarity as something very natural, as something what's the normal way that should happen, and understand that Kosovo is expecting everyone in Europe to show not only solidarity, but to take care that this war ends like it must end, with Ukraine winning this war, and so preventing not only the destroyal of Ukraine, but further wars in Europe as well. We know you fight the war for all us Europeans, and we all should stay very strong on your side. And in behalf of the Republic of Kosovo, let me ask you to bring this message to Ukraine, and let us know every step that you think that Kosovo can do more and can be more helpful and more effective in your justified struggle. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I would like to invite now the head of the EU office in Kosovo, EU Special Representative, to take the floor.
Dear Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, dear Head of Mission, dear representative of Ukrainian Armed Forces, dear Ukrainian journalists, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. War in Ukraine has been the most serious geopolitical and security challenge to Europe. I am proud that the European Union has reacted very clearly and very strongly. It is united in supporting Ukraine, and it is united in also sanctioning Russia and providing significant humanitarian but also security assistance. The European Union has already allocated more than 4 billion euro for Ukraine in humanitarian assistance, and 1.5 billion euro in security and defense assistance. European Union member states are also hosting millions of Ukrainian refugees who are being assisted, but we are also assisting development of member states of EU. We are all hoping that they will be able to come back to Ukraine soon. I'm also proud that European Union has agreed on a very strong set of sanctions. So we already approved 6 packages of sanctions, and we will continue to explore ways how to demonstrate to Russia that this is not the right way to pursue its own interest. I'm also proud that Kosovo has very clearly aligned with the European Union and other Western partners. It has not only provided a very clear political stand by the government, but also by the president and the parliament, but also aligned fully with the European Union sanctions, also providing refugees for or assistance for refugees, but also providing shelters for Ukrainian journalists. So it's really very strong message, and we are taking this message clearly as a demonstration that Kosovo belongs to family of European countries and to the West. We are providing this assistance from rule of law mission in Kosovo to European Union advisory mission in Ukraine. This mission has been established already in 2014. But was given, as head of mission mentioned, in March and April 2022, new mandates, including facilitating the flow of humanitarian assistance, but also investigating the war crimes committed in Ukraine. I'm proud that we are today able to demonstrate not only political support for Ukraine, but also tangible support of humanitarian assistance and assistance for the EU mission. This does not mean that we are taking our focus away from Kosovo. Kosovo is still, as the whole region of Western Balkan, very high on agenda of European Union, and we will continue with the EU presence in Kosovo to assist Kosovo also by EULEX, which has full capacity to implement its mandate. I would like to mention that I'm quite grateful to the President and the government of Kosovo for supporting the EULEX mission and for fully cooperating in improving the rule of law situation in Kosovo. So we are here to assist and we are here to cooperate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The senior national representative of the Ukrainian contingent within KFOR, Ivan Nastenko, will now address all of us.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, let me express my deep appreciation for opportunity to participate in this incredible event. Honestly, I have mixed feelings today. On the one hand, I feel myself very shameful while my comrades are sacrificing lives for Ukraine. On the other hand, I'm very proud today to be here and serve among international colleagues, international partners, who anytime are ready to shoulder the burden, who send a great signal to the entire world that Ukraine are not alone in this war. Believe me, for soldiers in trenches, this is extremely important. This is a feeling of encouragement. Secondly, for me personally, on behalf of the entire Ukrainian nation, I would like to thank EULEX, European Union, for this collected donation. Russia's undeclared full-scale war against my country opened Pandora's box of basic and specific needs. To be prepared for the war, which Europe have not seen since the Second World War, is something challenging, and it's not possible to be 100% ready. So the donation, additional to mental encouragement, will have practical support. And in conclusion, I would like to say that even during dark period of time, human beings have tried to find positive things. Among many things today, I would like to underline very specific thing. Very specific thing. The war reminded us of the role of leader in history, role of leaders in running organizations, and role of leadership in making decisions. After February 24th, 4 o'clock in the morning, leadership started playing tremendous role in free, developed, and democratic world. So, Your Excellencies, thank you very much for your leadership, for your way of running organizations, for writing history by making harsh decisions. And I do appreciate leaders who lead the organization instead of use the organization as a cover. So, as one, we are unbeaten power. Slava Ukraini!
The convoy will depart in a few minutes. I would like to invite the media representatives to move towards the exit of the building so that you can get better footage. We will also send you drone footage right after this ceremony. You may wait there, yeah. Yeah, the rest of you. Just the cameras need to move to get better footage. The convoy is now departing. Thank you very much. The reception will take place here on my right-hand side.
Роман Настелко. Я Марина Шваркова, це Вікторія Кальничова. Ми останнім і потім сюди вже добиралися через Варшаву. Наш довгий шлях, але ми дуже надіємось на те, що сьогоднішній подарунок